It do look kind of creepy. I'm pretty sure it's a submarine, but it look like it can be flying around on a Star Wars movie, don't it? Would y'all ride in that? I definitely would.
Hey, what?
Look like something trying to get up out of there, don't it? That wouldn't be the only thing trying to get up out of there.
What the hell is going on? Are they fighting?
Y'all think that's CGI? So if it's not, they literally look like they having a space war in space. Tripping.
Whoa.
Have you heard of the crack in the earth? Not
Little girl casually just playing along right next to the giant crack.
much is known about how it happened, but it is believed to be caused by an earthquake thousands of years ago. And best of all, no one knows how deep it actually is.
That's pretty deep. I bet you money it's been multiple people that's been down there.
Oh, shit.
And that's what happens when you F around and find out.
This sinkhole swallowed a grandmother who was out looking for her cat this week, and unfortunately, her body was found today. At supper time on Monday, 64-year-old Elizabeth Pollard had her granddaughter in the car sleeping when she got out and began looking for her cat near this location. Unfortunately, at 1 a.m., her family could not locate her. Police were called and they found this sinkhole, and the grandmother's car was beside it. The 5-year-old granddaughter was still in the car. She said she'd fallen asleep and her grandmother just never came back. Rescue workers located her shoe inside the sinkhole, but were unable to locate her until today. They ended up finding her body about 30 feet down, but about 12 feet from where the sinkhole was.
Now, I wonder, was she casually walking and it fell under her feet, or did she fall inside the sinkhole? Either way, that's pretty creepy and pretty terrifying. I wouldn't want that to happen to my grandma. Condolences.
They believe the sinkhole was forming over a matter of time, and it would look like a Hershey's Kiss underneath the hole. They believe when the grandmother fell that she ended up hitting the top of the Hershey's Kiss and rolling off to the side. That's why they found her about 12 feet from where they'd been looking.
Nothing unusual. Look like everyday roads in the hood. I know the city owe me all kind of money. I get tired of riding my car down the street and hitting potholes. For no reason. I ain't hit potholes where it done shut off my radio. I done hit potholes where change came up out of my coasters. I done hit potholes where it literally just hurt. Somebody get their cousin.
The leopard seal is a fascinating and terrifying animal at the same time. It's the most formidable
Look at him posing for the camera. Did you see him striking poses?
predator in the cold waters of Antarctica with powerful jaws and sharp teeth, and it doesn't hesitate to prey on other marine animals, even the larger ones. You've all seen that very creepy video of an encounter with a leopard seal where the animal literally looks like a dinosaur from the depths of the sea. The person filming is very brave to get so close. However, leopard seals are also known for their curious side. It's not uncommon to see these animals approach.
Now, if one jumped up on the harbor like that, would y'all be that close? Do y'all think that's a safe distance?
Boats to inspect them.
I'll be that guy standing up. See the little girl? I'll be her. The little girl over there that's on the walkway. That'd be definitely be me.
more closely. They may even grab floating objects to examine or play with them. Leopard seals are solitary and territorial animals. They don't like intruders in their territory and can become quite aggressive towards other leopard seals. But don't worry, they generally don't pose a threat to humans unless provoked. Leopard seals have a unique respiratory system that allows them to breathe more easily underwater by reusing the air in their lungs. These fascinating creatures are also exceptional swimmers and divers. They can dive to depths of up to 300 meters and stay underwater for nearly 15 minutes.
Hey, that's how some of y'all looking right now sitting on the couch. Look at you. Just got finished eating. Watching me. Hey, I'm trying to throw some seasoning on there and see what it tastes like on the grill. Yeah, that's pretty dope right there. I almost want one of those for Christmas. I'll be walking down the sidewalk just casually.
Rate my moving objects with Mind Trick.
What he talking about over here? Looked like he might have had a string tied behind and pulled it and raveled it back to him. I don't know. He might really be magic. That's not creepy. Don't look up. The whole time, what if it is a alien spaceship and they too dumb to know that they look like an alien spaceship up there? They really think they're doing a good job.
Have you heard of volcano snails? Or more formally known as the scaly-foot gastropod. These snails can only be found in one region on Earth, and have evolved amazing adaptations to do so. They live deep in the Indian Ocean near hydrothermal vents, where magma regularly seeps to the surface, often leaching toxic compounds into the water as a consequence.
But my thing is, if you catch one of these, how would you be able to grill it? You think you could, since it's already living so close to high temperatures? Or would you have to reverse it and just freeze these and eat it? I don't know. That's a good question. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
These compounds will then start to drive the oxygen out of the water, leading to an overall toxic and anoxic environment in general. Yet, as the old saying goes, life finds a way, and it has in the form of these snails. The first adaptation they've evolved to live in such a harsh environment is that they don't eat. Well, at least not in the way that we traditionally mean eating. They instead formed a symbiotic relationship with the bacteria in their gut, allowing them to filter out the otherwise toxic compounds on the water, which is then fed to the bacteria in their gut, and the bacteria then produces enough energy for itself and the snail in return. But what's more interesting still is how the snail gets its name. You see, these scales aren't all that similar to snakes or fish. Instead, they serve as an impenetrable plate of armor. They're able to do this because these scales are actually made of iron. No, really, iron.
Whoa, now that's deep right there. Like scales made of iron? That's hardcore right there. That's almost like an insect or an animal superhero.
The snails are able to do this by taking the iron that is being leached into the water by the vents and biomineralizing it into their scales. However, this extremophile biology does have its downside. Like I mentioned before, they can only be found near these hydrothermal vents, relying on them as a form of energy. However, deep-sea mining operations routinely target these vents for the metallic compounds they often produce, meaning volcano snails have been recently added to the list of endangered species.
I'm getting a good video of it, dude.
It actually
Come to my
looked
house,
like
man.
it
You
got
can see
like
it from my
a
house.
force field around.
Oh.
But who knows? I wish you could pan back.
I'm
so I
asking
could
probably
see
put it
the
up on
whole
YouTube, man. You can probably find it on YouTube.
See, I can't really tell because he just specifically in one spot. If he was to like the pan out to the right or zoom in and out, then I'll be able to tell. But I don't know. It can just be an image on the screen.
Take the best video, man, because I'm probably going to turn this one in.
Oh yeah, out of here. Oh, could just be a shooting star. Who knows?
This is a magnetic levitator that uses a combination of regular magnets and electromagnets to balance this on top of it. And it's pretty stable. You can actually place large objects on it and it'll levitate it. The only way it can keep it stable though is because of a feedback loop with the electromagnets. But there's another way to levitate stuff with superconductors where you only need permanent magnets.
See, I imagine you walking in the stores and they got your shoes just floating like that, or they got books floating. I think it's about time we had something like that. Like you walk outside and the signs floating, like everything just floating. I don't know, just my opinion.
Try to levitate on top of a levitator. There we go. Look at that. Double levitation.
That's pretty dope.
Superconductor on top of a levitator. That's awesome.
Man, it's levels to this, literally.
Look how the superconductor is locked with it, but the magnet below can spin freely. So you can see nothing between here and nothing between here.
Everybody, what's going on? A remarkable breakthrough. Google's new quantum chip achieves accuracy milestone. If you haven't heard about this yet, well, guess what? There is a new breakthrough that's taken about 30 years for people working in the quantum field to achieve this milestone. Essentially, what has happened is they have broken through to make quantum computing with a quantum chip much more reliable with this idea of something called error correction. Basically, as these things grow, as the computer gets bigger and stronger and more powerful, a lot of errors can occur. But now they figured out how to prevent that or to mitigate that, and they are able to solve problems that would take a supercomputer 10 septillion years.
Like, what's weird about that, man? Because I feel like it's gonna make us more bored and like crave more input and more information. Because if we got something out there that can solve problems in just seconds that usually take billions of years, what else we gonna do with the rest of our time if we just constantly solving all our problems that fast? I don't know. Well, maybe that give us enough time to come up with newer stuff, or would that give people more time to get in trouble?
10 septillion years. That's a 1 with 25 zeros after it, that many years. That is older than our known universe, and this is pretty wild stuff. And to me, this is right on the brink of 2025. In the United States, we have a new president walking into office. In the news, we have all these things going on that are distracting us. And meanwhile, we're on the verge of breaking through in a whole new facet of understanding with quantum computing, AI, and also understanding our known universe. So this is going to open us up to things we didn't even know were possible. So this also crosses over into the idea of the multiverse, or having parallel realities, because anytime you're talking about something quantum, you're talking about multiple states happening simultaneously. So recent announcements from Google have sparked renewed interest in the potential connection between quantum computing and the multiverse hypothesis. The company's latest quantum chip, called Willow, has demonstrated remarkable error handling capabilities, leading some scientists to revisit the idea that quantum computers might be working across parallel universes. What this is, again,
not across multiple universes.
Cluing us into, as all science is, as we bridge this gap from science to spirituality, is that they are going to intersect in a very real way. And lo and behold, what we're going to do is open up the door to understanding more of this reality, which is...
I feel like if they're already talking about it, then they've been doing it. They already changed some stuff, all kind of stuff. You never know.
Just understanding more of who we are. And it's a really exciting time, especially going into the new year.
It looks so real that I know it gotta be real, as far as a real person with makeup and a costume. But it's pretty cool though. I'll give them that. That's strange.
Are those fireworks? What's that?
Look like fireworks or something.
Aliens? I don't know.
What the heck
Where is that? Am I? You
At this point, they just pitting on the show.
see it, right?
I'm actually, yes,
Okay.
I do see it.
Okay.
It's getting weirder by the second.
I know.
They're sticking around.
We're gonna do some
Anybody?
digging and
They out there showing out like, look what we can do.
figure out what that is. Back in a moment.
Are we rolling on that?
What do you think it was? Are those fireworks? What's that?
Look like fireworks or something.
Aliens?
Interstellar tunnel found that connects our solar system to other stars. What stands out is the detection of a channel or tunnel that appears to stretch towards the Centaurus constellation. Have you watched Three Body Problem? Does Centaurus sound familiar to you? In the Netflix show Three Body Problem, there are these plasmoid-like entities called sophons. They are superpositioned and they can quantum jump wherever they want. And they are linked to a civilization in Alpha Centauri, aka Centaurus. Yes. Mind you, this is like a real scientific article, so far, that I know of. This sophon is from a sci-fi fake Hollywood TV show. So these sophons' agenda is to keep watch of human beings to see if we're going to surpass a certain type of technological advancement, because if we do, we are a threat to them. The Alpha Centauri race sent these sophons to Earth to make sure we stay stupid, because their ultimate agenda is to colonize this place. It's to take over, have dominion of our...
I wonder how she know this. Who she talked to gave her this information? Does she be confident in this? I don't know, let me know.
home planet. I'm going to show you a screenshot of a clip. The sophons tell these humans, in place of truth, we give you miracles. We wrap your world in illusions. We make you see what we want you to see. We are everywhere, anywhere, and we will teach you how to fear again. And what's the craziest thing is, this is not from Three Body Problem. This is what appears to be a real plasmoid filmed on somebody's phone or camera that was posted on TikTok. This was also a supposed plasmoid. Since we're talking about plasmoids, since we're talking about the existence of them, and how plasmoids are sentient, these little buggers right here, they are also sentient. In the show, they show you how this little thing, this tiny little Sophon, actually encapsulates this huge, ginormous amount of consciousness. This consciousness collapses into a toroidal field that ultimately becomes this tiny little thing. And this tiny little thing looks almost identical to the plasmoids we have been seeing that have been filmed. The drones flying over certain areas where there are spikes in radiation, and these radiations can be caused by plasmoids because plasmoids give off radioactive properties. Could it be linked to that Alpha Centauri constellation? Because, like, what are the chances? You know, what are the freaking chances? Unless they're making fun of us, which I don't doubt, honestly. This is just so plain in your face.